One Sunday night, deceived by the promises of good behavior, members of the skeleton army made their way into the Salvation Army Hall. All was well until about halfway through the meeting, when a signal was given, and en masse, there was a wild rush toward the platform. Members of the congregation were hustled out of their seats and thrown to the floor. The madness continued as the thugs made their way to the platform when the bandsmen, responding to the threat, leaped and rushed to repel the attackers. Eventually, a decree of peace was reached when the mob was thrown down the stairs and out onto the street. Outside, the crowd hurled insults and vulgarity to the exhausted congregation, along with several burning packets of cayenne pepper. Every window was broken that evening, and sacred wooden remembrances were destroyed. On another night, and still remembered with glee by the Sallies of old, the same skeleton army was on the march again. With the barracks or Corps Hall still in ruin, the mob made their way to the officers' quarters. On this particular night, there was no open-air meeting, and the captains were at home with their family. And suddenly they could hear the familiar sounds of marching drums and clappers. It was the skeleton army on the march on their street. Scared for their lives and the well-being of their two small children upstairs, they crouched down below the window and waited for the bombardment. And then suddenly, they heard the sounds of crashing windows and the loud banging of stones and bricks hitting the floor. But strangely, nothing was happening around them. The attackers had mistaken the house and were firing at the house next door. The neighbor's house was the home of their chief lieutenant of the skeleton army, who happened to be away that particular evening. The period referred to as the rioting dates was exactly that. Seemingly normal citizens were on offense against the early Salvationists who came into their neighborhoods and businesses to shine light into their dark worlds. On the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus proclaimed, "You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Today I say, let your light shine a little brighter in the dark places that desperately need the light of the world.
Give your